What's up, my peeps? Week number 2. I'm glad you're here. Had many response to each other's email, actually blog. It's awesome to see that. And thank you for your remarks. Thank you for your ranking. And okay, here we go. So, how'd it go this week? Were you able to catch the number of times that your ant was activated? And by the way, do you remember which one it is? Because that's the one we're really looking for initially, and eventually what we want to do, since there's 15 of them, we want to take care of the one that needs the most attention. So whatever that one is for you, that's the one you're looking for. And then as we minimize, or not only minimize, but also de-energize its effectiveness on you, I'm giving you a little bit more clarity, then we can move on to the next highest one. But right now, it's just that. It could be whatever that is for you. I'm not going to say it in this video which ones they are because I don't know what they are. But you certainly, many of you have shared those with me, and I appreciate that. But I'm just curious. I think this next time, be aware of where you are, what you're doing when they pop in. Because it could be that there could be environmental triggers. There could be something that someone says and all of a sudden it pops in. And remember, they're automatic. They're not. It's not you've been thinking about them for a while. So just make sure of that. And then the other thing too is while you're documenting, which by the way is a good way to keep track as well. You don't have to get crazy about them, but just, you know, hey, I was at this place at this time, and I thought of this thing, but I refuted it by this thing, this way, and eventually in time, if you do that consistently, you'll start to develop a pattern. You'll know ahead of time to prevent them from, especially your primary automatic thought, from coming up. So that's what you're going to do. So we're going to continue this process for another week, because the whole idea behind this process is to have you habitually continue to become aware. And every time you become aware of it, every time that you diffuse the ant or counter it with an opposite or a positive. Normally, automatic negative thoughts are countered with a positive thought. So when you hear me say the opposite, I'm really talking about positive thought, right? Or it's just a solution that just seems to fit better, not only in your mind, but also in your gut. So that's what I'm talking about as a whole. And once you begin, the key thing is with this, that each time you do that, you just get more and more efficient about it. And you'll catch it sooner and sooner and sooner. And eventually, you'll choose not to act it out. And then once you do that, you're on your way to becoming an ant corraller, or, you know, caging your ants, so that way you're in control and not those automatic thoughts. So thank you. And if you have any questions, like I said, down here is a point. Comments, leave your comments, please. And also comment to your other community members too, because we're all in this together. And eventually I'll share to everybody what my main ant is. I'm not going to do that now because it's a little too early for those who have just started. So we'll look for next week. We'll talk about the next process. And, you know, I just wanted to let everybody know that as you make comments on here, I look at those and I look at the group as a whole to see, okay, where, because I know everybody's going to be at different places at different times, but I know if I was to integrate all those comments, I look for the common denominator, and then that's when I employ the next tool. So it really depends on how we're all doing as a community, and how we're, you know, I know we're going to be at different places and in different awareness states on that, but that's okay. But what I'll do is I read that, I get the feedback from there, and then my next talk, it would be based on the feedback that I receive. So that's how I'm doing it. That's how these videos are actually coming about. I do these videos once a week. So I do it after I've read the feedback. I'm sure after the numbers get so large, I won't be able to read them all, but I'll still read the same number so I can draw a common denominator from that, and also and integrate all those comments to come up with next week's lesson. So this is how this is being formulated, and you'll see we're going to talk about how ants are formed, where they come from, where I got the information from. You're going to learn a lot in the next 90 days. So we're going to go through not only the energy drainers is what ants are, or automatic negative thoughts, or energy drainers, internal energy drainers. Once we get those under control, we're able to free up some thought units that are going to give us more clarity so we can think and do other things that we really want to do without causing chaos on the upside. So, or actually on the downside. But anyhow, boom, boom, boom. Rate me. I shouldn't say that. Rank me. And please leave a comment. Again, visit my website, realpotentialtoday.com. Also, you can email me at todayisyourday.go@gmail.com as well. And if you go to the website, I believe it's step number 7 that will get you to a contact form, and you can ask questions in that format too if you need to. Either way, doesn't matter, as long as I hear from you, and because it's important that I get the feedback and I'm able to get an overall sense of how you're doing, especially how you're doing, how you feel about the community, and how you're interacting with the other members of the community too, because that's important. Like I said earlier, I always finish off, learning never stops. It's not formal, it's not informal, it's just what is. You just keep getting information in your head and things will start to change. So, alrighty, signing off for now, and I hope you have a good day, alright? Take care now.